Okay, first of all, Pokemon with guns here, Pokemon with guns there, but it took me more than 5 hours to unlock my first gun. So what is this game? It turns out it's mostly a crafting and base building game where guns are just a small part of the overall experience. Much more like Valheim than Call of Duty. And I loved it. Palworld is set in a world filled with mysterious creatures, the Pals. Yes, there are tons of monsters to catch, but the main goal of the game is to scout for resources, build settlements, and learn how to survive in this strange new world. And while that might sound like Pokemon, this is an entirely different thing. Okay, first of all, unlike Pokemon, the creatures in Palworld aren't just battle partners. They're workers that play a crucial role in building up your base. Every monster pal can help you out with certain kinds of jobs, like chopping down trees, cooking meals, or general construction projects. Sometimes building up a settlement can turn into a chore and involves a lot of grinding. But when you have a team of monster assistants at your disposal, it's a breeze. And your pals don't just assist with crafting and building. Bases can be raided by NPCs or wild monsters. When that happens, every creature will chip in and help you defend your settlement. And yes, they can use guns. That said, if you'd prefer a more chill experience, you can turn off raiding in the game settings. At the end of the day, pals are ridiculously cute, and it's nice just to kick back and watch them have fun. Another thing that surprised me was Palworld's huge open world. Even though it's massive, it's not procedurally generated. Everything is handcrafted. And that means there are tons of landmarks and secrets to discover, like hidden caves, enemy camps, and chests filled with treasure. Because there are 100 monster pals scattered around the map and ready to be caught, exploration is even more rewarding. Speaking of monsters, some pals can be mounts, so you can ride through the open fields, or even soar through the sky. You can also swim, climb mountains, or even go hang gliding. And the fast travel system makes it super easy to get around. I'm glad my pals were there to hold down the fort back at my base, because once I started exploring, I didn't want to stop. Obviously, Palworld isn't perfect. It's still a little buggy, and the combat system does feel clunky. Also, can we talk about how awful it is to catch monsters? In Pokemon, it's easier to catch them if you weaken them first, which isn't an issue in a game with turn-based combat. It's the same in Palworld, but here that means punching cute creatures or whacking them with a bat, which made me feel pretty guilty. But ultimately, I was blown away by how much I enjoyed this game. It's not what I expected, but that's why it's so great. The combination of Valheim-style base building, monster catching, and exploration is incredible. It might not be Pokemon with guns, but it is a game I can't get enough of.